Here we see the prefrontal cortex and amygdala. The prefrontal cortex is becoming more active. It is the control panel for higher functioning. At the same time, the amygdala is becoming less active. It is the fear center which governs the fight or flight response. In the peace of transcending, higher judgment begins to predominate over stress reactions. This is seen as increased EEG coherence in the brain during TM. Over all frequencies and all brain areas. This means that every part of the brain is working together with every other part in the most orderly manner. A single brain in harmony is the unit of a peaceful society and a peaceful world. For the forest to be green, all the trees must be green. In 1975, scientists discovered something remarkable. When just 1% of a population learns TM, negative trends decrease and positive trends increase. The statistics were unmistakable. Crime, sickness, and accident rates went down. The economy, stock market, and number of patents applied for increased. The 1% effect is also found in nature. For example, an iron bar becomes magnetized when only 1% of the iron molecules are oriented in an orderly way. In an ordinary system, there is a lot of entropy, disorder, and resistance. But a system with maximum coherence becomes a superconductor. The perfect orderliness within the superconductor prevents any disorder from penetrating it. Simultaneously, it creates a protecting field around it, so no disorder from the outside can disturb the flow of the system. The system becomes invincible. This is the Meissner effect. By using this technology, every nation can create an ideal defense system and generate a continuous influence of peace towards its neighbors. At last, we have a scientifically proven formula to create peace in society. Let's take a country, for example Belgium, with a population of 10 million people. We need 100,000 TM practitioners to create peace. With the TM City program, the square root of 1% of a population is enough to create the same effect if they are gathered in one place. So, a group of 317 siddhas in one place has the same effect as 100,000 meditators. In the physics of sound, this effect is known as constructive interference. When three sound waves with an identical frequency are combined, the power or intensity increases quadratically. The resulting wave is 9 times more powerful. Washington, D.C. in 1993, a few thousand siddhas gathered to demonstrate the power of peace, and crime was reduced by 23%.
You can actually train a group in a very powerful stress-reducing technology of TM, pretty easily, of course. And you can do that, for example, in the middle of Lebanon during the peak of the Lebanon War. It only took several hundred to start to notice an effect. But scientifically, you create the group, you remove the group. You create the group, you remove the group. You have them there for 2 days, they're gone for 3. You have them back, and you watch the level of war fighting, war deaths, war injuries, rise and fall in very strong correlation to the number of people who are creating peace and dissolving stress in the collective consciousness. When you've published 40 or 50 studies like that, you end up building up evidence that is really beyond irrefutable. There's never been an approach that has been studied as carefully and has been demonstrated to be so powerful. The effects can actually be felt very, very soon.
Maharishi Patanjali states in the Yoga Sutras, in the vicinity of yoga, hostile tendencies are eliminated. Yogic flying and yagyas are the only thing that will effectively uphold world consciousness on an eternal level of invincibility. I want to engage from now on as large number of Vedic pundits as possible, but I have to be careful that once I engage them, the funds will be there to continue to support them. Maharishi.